Well, I'm homeless now.
This was a triumph.
What is up, YouTube? What's up, fools? Up, everybody else? My name's Rookzer, and welcome to another boat vlog. I'm actually on my way right now. You can probably see in the rearview mirror there's a helmet hanging off of my bike. I'm on my way to pick up Mini Rook. You may ask, what did Rookzer mean by, he's homeless? He's riding his motorcycle on partly his usual route. That was great. While I'm recording this video, it is a Thursday, or is it? No, today's Wednesday. New job I have, well, I've actually kind of not got a job, really. I'm working part-time as a photographer for an actual business, and then I'm doing my own photography, I guess full-time, but I don't have any clients right now. I just picked up another one this morning. I threw all my eggs in a basket. I decided to follow my dreams. I want to be a photographer and a content creator, so I'm doing that. I haven't actually recorded a video in a few weeks. I've been working, stressing out about, the lack of home I'm gonna have, and a whole bunch of other stuff. It's been crazy. So I'm still kind of employed at CC Power Sports. And what I mean by that is if they need somebody, I can still go and work there. Pretty much be in the parts department. The reason I'm not working there as much is because I want to do photography. That's my passion. I come into some money after my wreck on the Grom. I finally came into some money, but it took so long that a lot of that went towards bills. Yeah, I got Daisy. I got the Daytona. Yeah, I got Keith Grom 2.0. But I sent money to the mortgage company. And I said, hey, I want to stay in my home. I kind of need it. And they're like, well, this isn't the amount we need. So they didn't take it. I'm like, what the actual fuck? So a lot of you don't know how I got behind and all that stuff. So here's the full story on how I got behind. It all started, my ex-wife, while we were still married, she was stealing money for drugs and alcohol. And me just looking at the amount in my bank account instead of where it's all going, I figured the bills are getting paid. She's actually sending the money in. And then I started looking, I was like, wait a minute, we're getting letters saying the mortgage is behind. So then we got divorced for a whole different story. And I was trying to catch the mortgage back up, working my ass off all the time. Never could get it caught up. It switched hands a couple times. The loan went to multiple places. Never could get a break. Finally, after the first threat of foreclosure, or during the first threat of foreclosure, it was like a week till the sale date. And the mortgage company that I was with at that time, told me, said, hey, we'll work with you. We'll give you a loan modification. So the loan I was approved for the loan modification. This was while I was still at the county clerk's office. I was approved for the loan modification, got my payments up and everything. Everything was great. And then one of the previous mortgage companies got a hold of my loan again. And just like before, they did not tell me that they had acquired my loan. So like 2 or 3 months go by, the payments are still being taken out by Seneca Mortgage, but Round Point is the one that had it. They were previously Nation Star, just a bunch of fucktards, and I'll tell you why. Seneca was still taking my payments, so I was like, hey, the payments are still being made. We're good. Everything is hunky-dory. Well, everything was not hunky-dory. Round Point contacts me, says, hey, you haven't made a payment in 3 months. And I'm like, yeah, I have. I can prove it. And they're like, no, you've been making those payments to the previous company, Seneca. And I said, well, contact them and get the payments, and I'll start making the payments to you all. And they're like, no, you have to do that. And I'm like, no, I don't. So just to, entertain their query or whatever, their interests, I don't know. I contacted Senna, and they're like, well, it's going to be a long process, blah, blah, blah. They gave me some bullshit, and I'm like, this isn't right. And next thing you know, Like, I never got that money back, and Round Point never got the money. For some reason, whenever you don't feel like it's your responsibility to do something, you have less interest in actually completing said task. At least that's the way I am. No big ass gap there, pal. So, Round Point, being the fucktards that they are, they decided that a little bit more than monthly payments, because I told them, I said, I can make the monthly payments with a little extra until I get caught up, and then I'll just make the regular monthly payments. So like, we can't do that. I'm like, why not? No, like, we have to take the actual amount. They won't accept more, won't accept less. I'm like, what the hell? They wanted a payment of a couple $1,000s before they would start accepting the monthly payments. On top of that, they didn't accept credit or debit card payments. They said it's basically paying a debt with another debt. And I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? A debit card is not paying a debt with a debt. It's paying a debt with a fucking checking account. But they still wouldn't take it. It had to be a cashier's check. At the time, I was working at a place where I was working during banking hours. I could not get to the bank. So I was pretty much fucked. Yeah, I could have taken time off if I was approved it, but the county clerk's office is a bunch of fucktards. Which is why I'm thinking about running for county clerk. Just cause. I know I'm driving like an idiot. I'm driving like an idiot, but you know, no. I'm on a mission. With all that being said, it's been months and months and months of threatening foreclosure process. Now I'm 14,000 behind. Well, not 14,000. I'm like 8,000 or 9,000 behind. And then with the legal fees for the lawyer doing the foreclosure, it's 14,000 or something I just got to pay off the other day. Full payoff for the entire house, 84,000, which according to the appraisal or whatever of the house is like 4 times the amount that the house is valued at, which is fucking stupid. So for the time being, I'm still living in my house, but a friend of mine has graciously allowed me to come stay with him for a couple months until I find a more permanent residence. Not completely permanent, because I know that's going to be a while, but a more permanent place to reside. But I'm still pretty much considered homeless because I'm just going to be basically staying there like in a hotel. So I'm going to pick up Mini Rook and I'm going to go for a ride and clear my head. I had no idea you were going to wear shorts today. So yeah, that's pretty much my situation currently, so I don't know how many or if any videos I'm going to be able to put out coming up, because I've got a lot going on. I've got a lot I'm struggling with. I'm going to get a hold of Mac Daddy Moto. He's going to take control of the reins for KYMM this year. I'm still going to try to make it. I'm going to be bringing Daisy. I'm not going to bring Keith Grom, because people are fucking idiots. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. That's what I'm dealing with. And if any of y'all want to help out, there's always my Patreon. Aside from that, I just trying to do what I can to continue to bring you all content. But like I said, I just don't know how often I'm going to be able to do that. So appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate all the love and support. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share these videos out with all your family and friends. The more views I get, the more likes and subs and all that stuff. The bigger my numbers, the more likely I am to, you know, bring more. Who knows? If I'm able to. I'm gonna do my best. Love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Try to get food. Both cards declined.